Okay, so I'm just quickly going to show you how I curl my hair to make it look like I've given myself a blow dry when I don't have time to give myself a blow dry. So I'm going to be using just like a curling wand, and I have some rollers, and I'm going to use my rollers as well, but if you don't have them, like, it's really not the end of the world, I'm just using them because I have them. So the most important part of this is your sectioning and like the direction of the curls to make it look like a blow dry rather than just like you've curled your hair. So what I like to do, and it is a bit difficult because like I washed my hair yesterday and now my hair's been in the middle part all day, if I can speak. So like it's not going to give me the full volume of the root that you might get if you actually had just like wet your hair, you blow dried it all forward, you'd have like loads of volume at the root basically, which I'm not going to have. But if you have just washed your hair but you're still like not very good at giving yourself a blow dry, or yeah, like you don't have one of them like heated round brushes or whatever, this will still work and you will get the volume. So yeah, the first thing I'm not very good at explaining stuff. So the first thing is to give yourself a parting, like I want this whole middle section to be sectioned off. Just do okay. But I will just clip this out of the way first of all, and then from my crown to behind, just behind my ear, that's maybe a little bit too far. Okay, alright, so now I've got this sectioned off. This is the hair that I'm working with. And then, oh my god, this is like balancing in between my legs and that is just not going to end well, is it, Rachel? Okay, so once you've sectioned off the sides and you've got your top section, then all of the hair at the back, I'm just going to tie that out of the way quickly because I don't want to accidentally pick it up. And then I'm going to start with the side section. I'm just going to take like horizontal sections, and yeah. Cool. So what I want to do with this section is I want to imagine that I'm giving myself a curly blow dry. So if I were to do that, I'd take my round brush, I'd come underneath like this, I'd roll it all the way up like so, and then I'd roll it out and I'd have a curl here. I'm just going to take this take this and come up. I want to give like volume to the root, so I'm like intentionally holding it quite close. Okay, and once it's in this section, I'm going to like promote that it curls inwards this way. So the way that I did that was when it was still rolled up, I had a choice. I could have rolled it this way or I could roll it this way. I want this curl to come forwards, and that's going to give me more of a blow dried effect. And then very shortly after doing that, I'm going to brush it, and then I'm just gonna, and now that looks more like a blow dry than a curl. Oopsie. That looks more like a blow dry than a curl. Then the next section, I'll split that in half, and then yeah, just make sure that you're getting lift at the root. Okay, so I'm holding it here again, but now I'm like directing that it go forward. If I were to curl it backwards the way that it wants to go, I would have a much curlier curl, which is what I don't want, because I want it to look like a blow dry. So that's also partly why I go against what it wants to do. Also, I'm intentionally not going this way. I am going, so the way that I want the curl to go is the direction in which I point the wand. So I want the end of the wand to be facing forwards because I want my curl to face forwards. I hope that that's explained well. Do you see how it's like already in a curl there and it wants to go that way? I just like don't let it and I flip it forwards. Maybe I'm over explaining that, but it's important. So yeah. Okay. Can you see how it's like starting to look a little bit like a blow dry? And I let it cool down a little bit before I brush it, because otherwise it's just like literally nothing might happen. Yeah, this is kind of like where we're at. And then I'm just gonna do exactly the same thing to the other side.
My name is Ecstasy. When I first started and shit, I just loved like the freedom.
Okay. And now this is kind of what you're left with. And yeah, you can kind of brush that. This side's obviously a little bit bouncier at the moment than this side, but it will all just fall into place. Then the top section. Okay, so this is the section that I am going to use the rollers for. So then I just want 3 medium rollers. If you don't have rollers, it's honestly fine. Like, you actually don't need them. I'm just being a bit extra, to be honest, because I want them. But yeah, so I'm going to start with the front section. Just going to take it. I'm going to brush it forward. I like this to curl under. It's already still a little bit like that because I blow dried it this morning. Just my fringe. But yeah, this is how I like it to sit. I don't want it to be too dramatic either. So just going to come underneath like this. And then for the root part, I just want a little bit of heat there. So I'm just going to kind of go like this, back and forwards. I'm not really going to hold like a firm curl there. Okay, and then this is what we've got. And then it's not even that hot. I've brushed it. I haven't immediately put it up in a roller. I haven't pinned it really small. Like, I don't want this to be super dramatic. I want it to just give me nice root. I want it to just give me nice volume at the top of my head. But I'm not trying to do anything crazy. So yeah, that's literally it. And then I'm just going to do a very similar thing all the way back. As I get further back, the hair gets longer because obviously this is like kind of almost like a grown out daisy fringe. So I will have to wrap the hair around again and again. But again, here's just like for the root. And as I get higher, I will put a bend in it. But like that's how far away from the root I am with the bend, so it's nothing crazy. And I'm not going to let this get too curly either. This section here, I will curl it backwards, because when it's down it's probably going to fall that way and I want it again to all tuck underneath. Oh, this is a challenge. And again, I'm just gonna like use my fingers to make sure that all of the hair stays in the middle of the roller. Okay, and now this is basically it. This is like the most important part of the hairstyle is done. Okay, now when it comes to doing the back, honestly, I'm just like really lazily going to, I'm just going to curl it the way that I normally would curl my hair. What I will do is I'll section it in half. And I'll start with the bottom section first, just because there is quite a lot of hair at the back. And now this is what the back looks like. Bearing in mind I haven't brushed it yet, but I'm going to. I don't even care what it looks like. It literally doesn't matter. As long as it's not straight, that's like the only requirement. And then I'm just going to take out my rollers. Perfect, it's not too much at all. I think I could do with cutting these a bit shorter, to be honest, these little parts. Okay, and then the final section, it's just going to go this way. So there's the final section. And then I'm just going to flip my hair upside down and shake it a little bit, and I'm also going to curl the brushes at the back out with this brush while I'm upside down. And then this is what we are left with. I feel like it's pretty quick. That took me like less than half an hour, which is pretty good. And this is gonna look so nice now for days. And I don't know, I don't think it just looks like, oh, I've just curled my hair before work. I kind of feel like it looks like I've had a blow dry. Like, I think this is what your hair looks like when you leave the salon. It kind of looks like, I don't know, I just like to do this to my hair. I feel like this is like my favourite kind of hair. To be honest, I probably will put in these 3 rollers again before I go to sleep, and I'll just leave the 3 right in the top, because I sleep either on my side or on the back. So like obviously I can't personally feel the rollers. I've suggested this to my friends before and they're like, mate, that is so uncomfortable, I could never sleep with that. Each their own, I can't even feel it. And then tomorrow morning my hair will literally look exactly like this.
My name is
Yeah, that's what I do. That's how I do my hair.
When I first started, I just loved like
I hope that this helped, because I know that like not everyone can blow dry their own hair, and this is just like a very easy way to get, I think, exactly the same look without knowing how to blow dry your hair, basically. But yeah, that's it.